What's up, my kings, queens, and trolls of YouTube? This is your girl, Queen C. Now, I don't know if you guys watch Braxton Family Values. I'm not gonna lie, I have watched it off and on for probably a couple years, not really following up with it all the time, but I was watching episode because I saw in the previews basically like that the sisters were having their annual sister vacation, but they wanted to include the mom and the dad on the vacation, and basically it said that the dad included the wife. So I backtracked about 3 episodes because I was like, I gotta see how this is gonna work out, because the dad wanted to bring his wife. Now if y'all don't know the tea on that, let me tell you. Basically, the mother and the father, they were together for a while. They got a couple kids. So the dad had an affair with this woman for 9 years, and after he divorced his wife, basically 3 months later, he married a side chick. So since he married a side chick, now he feels as though, his daughter should, welcome the side chick wife into the family and stuff like that. And I'm like, Mr. Braxton, what's wrong with you? Like, hold on, wait a minute. Your kids didn't ask you to have an affair. This woman knew that you were married when she was seeing you, and she knew, your wife was trying to work things out with you and stuff like that. So this woman did contribute to the demise of the family. I know a lot of people out there like to say, well, the husband is the only one obligated, blah, 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 blah. But let me tell you what, in God's eyes, the husband is going to pay and the side chick is going to pay. God is not going to let that slide. You will not be blessed by messing with another woman's husband. So with that being said, he wants to bring his wife on the vacation, and he did bring his wife on the vacation. And the mom, she was like, I don't need them in my space. I don't need that type of energy around me in my space. So she left. Now let me say this, again, when you make your bed, you gotta lie in it. So this dad, he has this side chick, and it's like, it doesn't matter what you do with shit. You could spray perfume on shit, you could put shit in a box, you could put a bow on shit and try to dress shit up, but at the end of the day, it's still shit and it still stinks. There's nothing you could do about it. And it's like, he's trying to give his family shit. And as, the father and the leader and the protector of his household, he had a wife and he had daughters. If he didn't want to stay with his wife, there was ways for him to exit out of his marriage a little bit more respectfully. But at the end, he still was obligated to his daughters to explain things to them and give them closure. I know we say, you got to put your wife first and stuff like that, but usually we're not talking about a man or a woman with a whole bunch of damn marriages. And basically, he still, even though he has this wife, he's still obligated to give his children closure on whatever it is that he's done to hurt them. But he just thinks, oh, well, this is my wife now, and you have to respect the fact that she's my wife and this, that, and the third. No, nobody with any care and common sense is going to try to inflict a home wrecker on their children. That's just out of pocket. Like I said, you can dress it up and try to make it look pretty and try to make it look proper, and try to put some respect on it because you gave her your last name. But at the end of the day, it's still shit. That's like somebody serving you your favorite meal, like you like lobster, baked potato, and broccoli, and they drizzle butter all over it and serve it to you on fine china with sterling silverware and a crystal glass with your favorite drink in it, and you're looking at that like, this is all fancy and delicious. Yes, and you can kind of digest that a little bit more because you served it right. You made it pretty and you served it right. But this man, he basically put that food on a damn garbage lid and served it to his family. Like, I'm gonna serve y'all this on a garbage can lid. And they like, we don't want that. That's nasty. We ain't gonna eat this. This is disgusting. That's how they looking at it. Like, Dad, if you had did things right and did things, the proper way, and, handle your business right, they probably would have accepted it. But you can't force them to accept your side chick just because you married her. I'm sorry. Like, that's crazy. It couldn't be me. My dad couldn't do that. He couldn't bring no side chick around, and just because he married her and then think he's gonna bring them around my children. Like, come on, I don't want that, because I have no respect for a woman that is willing to be a side chick. And at the same time, I wouldn't want to hurt my mother like that. My mother tried to save her marriage, and this man is screwing this woman for 9 years, and she knows about my mom and just don't give a damn. She knew he had a whole family with a whole bunch of daughters and just ain't give a damn, and just kept on gaping her legs open for somebody else's husband and them kids' daddy. And now all of a sudden everybody's supposed to sing Kumbaya. I'll be damned. But anyway, another thing that kind of like bugged me out about that episode was every year, like I said, they take a family trip for the sisters. This year they decided to incorporate their parents, trying to get some type of closure. But daddy, like, brings a side chick, and so mom is like, they're not gonna be in my space, and she leaves. So anyway, Tamar, Vince's birthday was coming up, and every year, when on their birthday, since Vince had like a near-death experience, they've decided that as husband and wife, they want to spend their their birthdays together. One second. Your girl's trying to detox and she's a little bit parched. I got me some orange and lemon water. But anyway, so basically, the sisters was looking at Tamar like, this is a family vacation. Why you gotta have Vince and this, that, and the third? And I'm looking at them like, wait a minute, sisters. Wait a minute, sisters. Now, all y'all either had troubled marriages, been divorced, or getting ready to get divorced. How you gonna tell this woman that she cannot include her husband in something? That's her husband. Y'all talking about his family. He is her family. Matter of fact, Vince and her son are her nuclear family, and they're the most important family that she's gonna ever have. Not her sisters, not her parents, her husband and her child. So how dare you? She didn't say they're coming for the whole vacation, and even if she did, so what? But it kind of like struck a nerve to me, because I have a friend, and she's asked me a couple times, like wanting to plan like family vacations, but these family vacations, she'd be like, yeah, but it's just moms and kids, no husbands. And I'm looking at her like, wait, what? Huh? What? Like, boo, I'm not going anywhere on a family vacation without my husband. My family is my husband, myself, and my children. When we make plans for family vacation, everybody comes. I'm not excluding my husband, and I don't think she meant any harm, but everybody is not always on the same page, and everybody is not always on the same level when it comes to thinking about marriage. And mistakenly or not, I'm not going to let you conquer and divide me and my husband. When you come in, you're not going to put a divide between me and my husband and tell me or request that I exclude my husband from anything, because if it's a family vacation, a family function, if it's a party where there's going to be males, females, and other couples and all that kind of stuff, I'm not going to have anybody tell me my husband is excluded. No, he's not. And if he is excluded, I don't go. Me and my husband don't go anywhere where he or I are not welcome. And I think it's rude, and I think it's disrespectful for people to automatically think that they have the right to ask you to leave your spouse behind. Now, I get that, there's some people who have annoying ass spouses, because I know some. I'm not a fan of obnoxious people, and I know some, but I would never ever invite them to anything and tell them they have to exclude their spouse. If their spouse's behavior is that bad that I can't deal with it, then I won't invite them at all. And that's just that. I don't get where people find the nerve to tell you that you need to exclude your spouse. Now, if my husband wants to go out and get something to eat with one of his friends or some of his friends that are guys, that's cool, and vice versa. We don't have a problem with that. But when people basically try to back you in the corner or think that they have the right to tell you that you have to exclude your spouse, you can show them better than you can tell them by not even going, by not paying them no mind, because it's disrespectful. You don't let nobody do that to your spouse. You and your spouse are a united front, and the best way for people to respect that is for you guys to show them. Don't let people feel comfortable with telling you to leave your husband behind. Don't let people make you feel comfortable with telling you to leave your wife behind, because it's not right. People be having like hidden agendas and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm not talking about things that are solely for the girls or things that are solely for the guys. Like, guys might like to watch football. Some women do, some women don't. But if I don't need to tag along with my husband for something that doesn't interest me no more than he needs to tag along with me for something that doesn't interest him. I'm talking about these overnight long trips and, these parties and social events where it's going to be other women and other men and that they know, like your husband or like your wife and all that kind of stuff, or family functions where they just purposefully want to exclude you from your spouse because they don't like your spouse. That is unacceptable. And like I said, husbands, you have the power to make people respect your wife. Wife, you have the power to make people respect your husband. Do not let people, try to like divide and conquer, because that's all it is. They might not realize they're doing the work of the devil, but that's what it is. When somebody tells you to exclude your spouse from anything, that is nothing but the work of the devil trying to come in between your marriage, and you got to shut it down. Shut that shit down. Do not let people make you feel like that's okay, because a lot of people who are in failed marriages, a lot of people who don't have a spouse, they don't get it and they don't understand. So what you can do is you could be a teacher and you could show them how it should be done. Let them know how it should be done, because their way of thinking is warped. It's not yours. And I know they will come for you and they will try to tell you it's something wrong with you. Oh, what, you can't have no space, or what, you can't go out. Oh, you ain't got to tell him everything, or you ain't got to tell her everything. I mean, dang, can't you have a life? Can't you have friends? Can't you do this? Can't you do nothing but chirping ass devils in your ear trying to lead you astray. They will set you up, and then when you find yourself doing something that's not going to benefit your marriage but just cause problems, then they'll be sitting there like, well, you wanted to do it, you decided to do it. Don't let nobody talk you into doing anything against your marriage, period, point blank. That's all I have to say for that. If you want, you can email me at queenchrisshonda@gmail.com. Like me on Facebook at the Queen C-hive. Follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at Queen Chrishonda. But most importantly, do not forget to subscribe. Peace, guys, and enjoy your day. Oh, I don't know about y'all, but guess what? In New Jersey, it is finally getting nice outside. Yes, it is finally getting nice. Your girl, Queen C, is about to be talking to y'all with a nice golden tan. I'm so excited because my birthday is in July and I'm a summer baby. But I just wanted to share that with y'all too. Peace. Have a good day, guys.